2002, Oklahoma City. A perfectly ordinary afternoon. People are walking down the street, someone heading home from work, someone grabbing groceries, someone just passing through. Everything is normal. Then suddenly, someone stops. Then another person. Then another. Everyone is staring in the same direction. A dog is walking down the middle of the street. But it isn't walking on 4 legs. It's standing upright on 2 legs, exactly like a human being. Head held high, chest out, moving steadily forward. People are stunned. No one can speak. Is this some kind of circus trick? A magic show? Some kind of optical illusion? No. This is real. This dog's name is Faith. And Faith's story will show you something that most of us forget. Strength is not just about muscle. Strength is about willpower. What you're about to hear isn't just the story of a dog, it's the story of all of us. Every person who has ever looked at their life and thought, I can't do this. Christmas Eve, 2002. A puppy was born, and her condition was devastating. One of her front legs was completely missing. The other existed, but it was severely deformed, twisted, and useless. She couldn't walk on it. She could barely move. Even nature seemed to reject her. Her own mother, the dog who gave birth to her, pushed her away, refused to nurse her, refused to be near her. The veterinarians were direct. This puppy needed to be put down, euthanized. Their reasoning was logical. Without 2 front legs, a dog could never live a normal life. She would suffer. She would be in constant pain. Living would be a burden, not a gift. The entire world looked at this tiny creature and saw one thing: broken. But then someone walked in. Jude Stringfellow. Jude's son Reuben brought the helpless little puppy home, and Jude, a mother, a teacher, made a decision. She said, "This life is not worthless." That single decision changed everything. Jude didn't yet know it, but she wasn't just saving a dog. She was setting a miracle into motion. The early days were hard, brutally hard. Without her front legs, Faith couldn't walk. She dragged herself across the ground on her chest, scraping through the grass, grinding against the floor. The skin on her chest would tear open. She would bleed. Every single moment was pain. Then came another difficult decision. The deformed leg, the one that remained, had to be surgically removed. It was doing more harm than good. After the operation, Faith was officially a 2-legged dog. Now the question was, could she ever actually walk? Jude began the training. Her method was simple but clever. She would coat a spoon with peanut butter and hold it just above Faith's head, just out of reach. If she wanted it, she had to stand up. Teach through motivation. But this was far harder than it sounds. Think about it. Taking an animal built for 4 legs and asking it to balance on 2 is like rewriting the laws of physics for that creature. Faith's entire body was designed to move horizontally. Standing vertically meant finding a completely new center of gravity, a completely new way of existing. She fell, over and over. She'd get up, fall again. Jude didn't quit, and Faith didn't quit. At first, Faith moved like a rabbit, hopping awkwardly forward. But Jude wanted something more. She wanted real, deliberate steps, the kind of walking a human does. So the training continued. Day after day, week after week, Faith fell, got up, fell again, got up again. But one thing never fell: her determination. 6 months had passed. One morning in Oklahoma, sunlight coming through, a gentle breeze. Jude had taken Faith outside, and then, without warning, Faith stopped. She steadied herself, and then she stood up. On her own. No help, no spoon, no peanut butter.
She wobbled, trying to hold her balance, and then she pushed one leg forward, then the other. Faith was walking, real walking, 2 legs, upright, head lifted. Jude's eyes filled with tears. Neighbors watched through their windows. No one made a sound. The dog that was supposed to die was running. Scientists who later studied Faith discovered something remarkable. The muscles in her 2 remaining legs had developed extraordinary strength, far beyond what is typical. Her spinal cord had made a unique adaptation. Her body had literally rewired itself. Nature had found a way, because Faith never stopped trying. What happened next was beyond anything anyone could have predicted. A short video of Faith spread across the internet. In 2003 and 2004, the internet wasn't the powerhouse it is today, but that video went viral anyway. Newspapers wrote about her, television covered her, and then came the call that no one saw coming. The Oprah Winfrey Show, America's most beloved talk show. Oprah Winfrey, a woman who had herself inspired millions, invited Faith onto her stage. The day Faith walked out, on 2 legs, upright, moving steadily forward, Oprah broke down in tears. Millions of viewers watching from home cried over a dog. But Faith's journey didn't stop there. The United States Army awarded her the title of Honorary Sergeant because Faith had taken on a mission of her own. She visited wounded soldiers, men and women who had lost limbs in combat. Imagine that moment. A soldier, lying in a hospital bed, having lost a leg or an arm in war, staring at the ceiling and thinking, "My life is over. I will never be normal again." And then Faith walks into the room, on 2 legs, tail wagging, eyes bright. The soldier watches and understands. If she can do it, I can do it too. Faith was no longer just a dog. She had become a living, breathing symbol of hope, proof that the impossible is only impossible until someone does it. Before Faith, there was an unspoken rule in veterinary medicine. If an animal was born with a severe physical disability, the standard recommendation was euthanasia. Doctors believed that such an animal couldn't have an acceptable quality of life. The kindest thing, they thought, was to end the suffering before it truly began. Faith shattered that assumption. In the years following Faith's story, the world of veterinary science shifted. Doctors and researchers began investing more seriously in wheelchairs, prosthetic limbs, and rehabilitation therapy for disabled animals. Faith proved that a beautiful, meaningful life is possible without perfection. And here's what made Faith truly remarkable. She had no idea she was disabled. To Faith, her condition was not a problem. It wasn't something to overcome or be ashamed of. It simply was. She was playful, energetic. She loved being around people. She loved life. Life, to her, was just life. We humans have a habit of making our limitations feel larger than they are. We stare at what we lack instead of working with what we have. We treat our own wounds like permanent sentences. Faith reminded us, don't make your greatest enemy the voice inside your own head. September 2014. Faith passed away. She was 12 years old. For a Labrador mix, 12 years is a full life, a complete life. She lived the life she was never supposed to have. Engraved on her memorial were the words, "Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible." I know, right now, maybe you're going through something hard. Maybe a door has closed. Maybe you've told yourself, "I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. It's too late." Look at Faith. By the world's standards, she had already lost before she even opened her eyes. Her own mother didn't want her. The doctors said she wasn't worth saving. But Faith lived. She walked. She ran. She inspired millions of people across the world. Because one person believed in her, Jude, and because every single day, Faith got up, steadied herself, and took the next step. It doesn't matter how hard the path is. What matters is whether you're willing to walk it. Faith was willing, and so were you. If Faith's story touched you, share this video. Right now, someone in your life might need to hear exactly this, and don't forget to subscribe because we'll keep bringing you stories just like this one.